Hey DO2 community, this is Jaeger, and Happy New Year 2019 is upon us, and we have our first Alliance War of the year, Scorched Earth, featuring an all-new Fire Ranger, which is Yaluth, right? Yaluth, the Earth is on fire. We don't need no water, so let this event burn. Here's what we've got going on. We've got a 17,000 soul event. In a breakdown, we've got essentially 13 souls per raid that you can get because they use pretty much any 4-star fire UNAC Titan that's out there. So we'll talk a little bit more about that, but in general, what you've got here is a 66,650 gem value event, which could cost you, at that whole 13 souls per raid, around 23,544 gems. I'll go further into that breakdown a little bit, but let's go ahead and take a look a little bit at this event. Yaluth, right, is a deadly force. Very similar, honestly, to Erdred, the Ragnar Ranger Titan that was recently available, and I think that's actually one of the pitfalls, is the fact that Yaluth is so similar to what Erdred offers. Even though she's a fire titan, she's still going to end up boosting Ragnar's and the Goliaths and UNAC Grenadiers. With that, she's got the 2x tier 2 Goliath elemental resist. This is something that Erdred had, but I don't think is a perfect match because Erdred, like the one that I was able to get on the event, also offered like a melee resist, and I don't think that quite qualifies as this elemental resist. But, you know, it's there. We still had the Goliath defensive X skills that were available on Erdred, and even the Grenadier offensive X was also available. When looking at this, you know, it just really very, very similar Titans, and I think that's a challenge of what we might see as far as soul count go for this Titan, because if anyone did get Erdred, I don't see a lot of people necessarily pushing for Yaluth because of the similarity. The only difference and the big perk that Yaluth probably has going for her over Erdred is the fact that she can actually equip fire relics, where Erdred was limited to only earth relics, so it can kind of help boost your Grenadiers. Talking about relics, we do have one all-new one here, which is Yaluth's Scarf, Grenadier damage, armor, and critical available on there. Here you can see your boost Titans. Again, Yaluth will give you 1.3 boost when you see her. Now, that was something I eventually was hoping to see change maybe in 2019, is that any of the special event Titans, when they are available through the milestones, that they will give you a 2.0 boost, but at least we're still seeing maximum boost from her. Any other 4-star UNACs is going to give you 1.3, and then all other UNACs, 1 stars, 2 stars, 3 stars will give you a 1.1 boost. Now, at this point in time, you've got to have someone like Salzar, Flamehide, the new Hades, Abzut, Ishkar, Malkor, all of those 4-star Titans have been widely available over the past years. You've definitely got to have one of those boost Titans by now. So I definitely do my factors with the 1.3 boost, because just about everybody has to have one right now. If you're a brand new player to Dawn of Titans, if you don't have your hands on any fire equipment, this actually is a pretty decent event for you, because a lot of the primary fire relics are available through this event. So if you just recently got a Hades, if you recently are getting your hands on some 4-star Titans, or this might be your first, this wouldn't be a bad event to complete. Not only that, but we also continue to see in 2019 the standard Crazy 8. This time we've got Scorched Food, which is a nice hunk of pig meat right there, most likely. Even on the dev livestream they joked, right, that might be a hunk of Flamehide, but all in all, really not a bad fire event if you need fire. But the problems with this event up front are this. Erdred was released, who is so close to these skill builds, and they just did the temple event where all those 4-star fire relics were available for only 4K gems. So anybody who did pull those immediately might count themselves out of this event, because they already now have many of these 4-star fire relics. So little bit of a challenge in what I see how they kind of approach these first set of events, but let's take a look at what's in here. Up front, we've got the Portal Stones, the bonus token, which is just a free pull, the Flame token, and some relics up front. One thing I like about this event is up front, it's very Portal Stone heavy. You could already see here the 100 Portal Stones. In fact, there's 200 Portal Stone packs. I had to double check that because I almost was like, wait, am I looking at this twice? But no, there's 4 Portal Stone packs really right up in front here. A 50, 100, and another 150, giving you a total of 450 Portal Stones, which is a 2,700 gem value there. We continue to see the Titans coming in, 2 stars, still level 10, a 3-star Sardu available, also level 10, which isn't bad. We've got some gem bundles. We've got 4 in total, a 150, a 300, a 700, and 1,800, all scattered throughout the event. That's 2,950 gem value there. We see Divine Gems. We've got 3 bundles there, 75 here at 2,000 souls. You could see the other 100 Portal Stones there. Another Flame Token at 2,500, which we've got 4 Flame Tokens. But back to the DGs, 75, 150, and 250 for a total of 475 Divine Gems. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't just kind of round that out and at least make these events 500 Divine Gems. That's something I would like to see just be a standard. I mean, if you're going to do it, just kind of do it in these chunks that make sense. You know, 250, 500, 750, because they can kind of fill the gaps of each other. Having 475 is a little bit of kind of an odd amount to me. Looking at Sardu here, coming at 3,500 souls. This is, I mean, at 4,500 souls, this is grindable pretty easily. And you've got yourself a good number of the Flame Tokens. You've got yourself some of the 3-star relics. You've got 3-star Sardu, which if you're a brand new player, he's not a bad 3-star Titan to get your hands on. So, I mean, if you're new and if you're going free to play, I think the 4,500 mark is a pretty good spot to land at. Going beyond that, you could see it's 6,000 souls. You've got the last bundle of Portal Stones, 150. You've got an Epic Token at 7,000. So again, that's another 8,000 gem value right there. If we talk about all the other relics and Titans, you've got 2 2-star relics, 3 3-star relics, and 5 4-star relics. Only one of them is brand new, which is the Scarf. But all in all, you're looking at about 25,000 gem value for that. Now, that's actually pretty low because the 5 4-star relics, I only gave a 4,000 gem value to, where normally I give them 6. And that's because of the event that just happened earlier this week, which again, I think is counterintuitive to this event. If I just spent those 4K gems and I got myself the 4-star Flame Barrage, the 4-star Flame Volley, 4-star Orb of War, I'm not going to go for this because I don't need to push that far. The only thing in these higher ranks, this gold tier, platinum tier especially, is Yaluth, who is new. But if I got Erdred, which again was within a reasonable amount last event, or the event just before that, and the Scarf. That's really all that's new later on. So I think this is a little bit flat. But again, it's, you know, right after the new year, so maybe they didn't want to do anything too heavy coming off of some of these other events, which, again, just trying to maybe be a little bit of a devil's advocate both sides. Yaluth Scarf is the last thing at 17,000. Again, offering some more Gren boosts, but is it something really necessary? Unfortunately, I don't think you'll be able to equip it to a non-fire Titan, which, you know, that actually might have been nice to put onto Erdred, but it could probably maybe even fill in some gaps potentially for Hades, which would probably be my primary fire Titan I'd be working on right now anyways. When we look at Titans, though, you know, we've got 1 2-star, 1 3-star, and the 1 4-star. So we only have about 20,000 value of Titans there. Going into the ranks, we've got Yaluth, which comes in level 40 and tiered down from there for the top ranks, you know, 1 through 5. The lowest that 5th place is going to get is a level 20 Yaluth. But it's really, I think, the choice of the relic that comes up after the top 50, essentially, is I think what rounds it out. When you're looking at that sweet spot of 51 through 100, which is that Orb of War, I see that being a place where anyone that's on that threshold actually might fight to kind of get in. I don't know if people will necessarily want to fight to stay in, you know, that level 10 Yaluth, especially if you're on that cusp of the 4,000 gems and almost into the top 100. That Orb of War I could see being a really high competition area to stay in 51 through 100. I know a lot of people are still wrapping up some of their orb collections. So again, just kind of looking at the stats, 17,000 soul event. You can get 13 souls with any 4-star right now. So you've got 1,308 raids to do, which roughly is about 22 hours. I think it's like 21.8 hours of raid time, factoring about a minute worth per battle setup and all that good stuff. 3 portal stones apiece. That's going to cost you 3,924 portal stones. They cost 6 gems apiece, so that's where I get my 23,544 gem cost. Whereas giving the gem value to everything throughout this Alliance War event, you're looking at 66,650 gem value. So that's just a little bit of your breakdown, everything you're looking at. Really, none of the relics deserve much of a closer look because we've already seen a lot of them so far. You're familiar with the Flame Volleys and the Flame Barrage and the Flame Arc and all that by now. If you're looking to fill in your gaps, this might be the event for you. But if you recently got Erdred and you recently did that special altar of fire relics, this may be an event that you can pass on. So thanks for tuning in, guys. This is your quick look at Scorched Earth. I'm GamingJAEGER. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to like and share this video with any of your chats and friends. Thanks for tuning in. I'm signing out.